Welcome to the Femalepreneur Coach podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Barr. I am a transformational mindset and business coach and six-figure award-winning female entrepreneur. Ladies, I'm here to tell you that business and making money doesn't have to be hard when you're in alignment and flow. Inside this podcast, I will be showing you how to transform your mindset to program it for success, how to maximize your money vibrations, and how to redesign your business for ultimate financial and time freedom. You know you are meant to live an epic life. Now it's time to claim it. Hi ladies, welcome to day 3 of how I made my first 10k month as a business mentor. I'm super excited. If you are loving this series, please let me know, and if you're joining me live, let me know in the comments. If you're watching back on the replay, like, I absolutely love hearing like later all of your wins and all the things, but I'm super excited, and I'm so pleased that this series is like resonating with some of you. People have been messaging me and leaving comments just saying that they're really loving the transparency of this conversation, because here's the thing, as a business mentor I could put so many layers and so much like mystique around how money is made, but really because I'm an entrepreneur at heart, it's just about building relationships, right? And getting clear on what you sell and who you serve, and having that conviction that you can get those results. That's ultimately what people are buying. They're buying you. They're buying your confidence, your conviction in how you can support them. And it's really no harder than that. So hopefully you can see from this series yourself that actually, my journey is probably quite common for a lot of us that actually ever hit that holy grail 10k milestone. It's a lot more reflective of the majority of our journey, and that actually if it's possible for me with 5 kids and not necessarily knowing what I was doing at the beginning, then it's absolutely entirely possible for you too. So far we have covered the fact that I had to ensure that my business was really in alignment with me and what I wanted to create in this world, that it really was like a soul's purpose, because the things that had been working for me previously were like running out of energy and passion, and ultimately, even though they were making money, they certainly weren't like the thing that really inspired me and motivated me before, and it made me actually very unhappy. So transitioning into this business was like the first step on the road, giving myself full permission to go all in and to do it my own way, in a way that felt like I was being of service. So that's kind of step 1. And equally giving myself permission that even though I wasn't, all singing and all dancing and knowing of all things, I was just at least 2 steps ahead of some of the women that I wanted to serve, and that was okay. So it's about giving yourself that permission in the first place to even put yourself forward as somebody that can be of service to others. The next thing was around like really mastering my craft. So I mentioned that I'd like absolutely lowballed my prices from the outset, because I just wanted, and I'd even worked for other people as an online business manager, because I just wanted to get out there and ensure that I was doing a good job. Integrity was always something that felt really good to me, because intuitively I've never been somebody to do business like everybody else. So I wanted to make sure that I had all the facts, all the options, all of the strategies, all of the different ways that my clients could make money from the outset, so that when somebody was coming to me, I could almost have like a suite of options as to how we could get them their outcome. So that felt really good to me. That's definitely like in alignment with my values. And then day 3 for me, or the next step in the process, was all around like leaning into the power of leverage. So I think I was probably in like, I was pregnant with Aviana. So she's 2.5 now. So probably like 3.5 years ago, because I, full disclosure, didn't make 10k months until like I was almost like a year into my business journey. But I'd realised that the way that I was doing it was actually very toxic. It wasn't toxic, because I absolutely love that intimate connection that you can have with one-to-one clients, but there was it's a lot of energy, right? And I think when I became pregnant with Aviana, I just couldn't hold that amount of energy for anybody else. Anybody that knows with young children, even with the best will, intention and work ethic and perfectionism and integrity and all the things, like life's going to throw you a few curveballs. Even just, you know, sitting down and having my call scheduled, and then one of the kids would be sick at school, and it's like, this just isn't sustainable. You know, it would mean that I would have to work through half terms and Christmas holidays and all of the things. And I realized very quickly that this is now my thing, and I need to do it so that it's sustainable for me, but also that I can give the best results for my client. But also what actually feels even more in alignment with my values is community. You know, I really believe that that was the thing that was missing on the first kind of stages of my entrepreneurial journey, was having no one around me that was like-minded. It meant that I ended up losing a lot of friends, didn't really have anybody that I could kind of, you know, handhold me through this journey of like self-development. You know, inevitably there's going to be some mindset shifts that need to happen and things that need to come up, and I really wasn't creating the best environment for success. I was very much out on my lonely limb doing all the things, and I'd actually joined a network marketing business because I just wanted connection. I just wanted other people that were like me, that were, you know, knew that they were meant for more, knew that there was more out there for them, didn't necessarily want to stick in the 9-to-5 matrix any longer. And I just didn't have anybody like that. Even now, I've got some business besties and stuff now, but you know, I've had to pay to play to be part of those masterminds and communities over the years. And then ultimately I just created my own. You know, I just created my own. And that was also a driving factor for me with my next stage, which was leveraging all of the incredible results that I got with my clients, really like analyzing of all the things that we've done, where are the commonalities, where are the common themes, common challenges, common steps, so that I could then create a one-to-many model and program that means that I could, you know, deliver the same great service with the same results, but perhaps not be so invested in the hand-holding one-to-one process. So, you know, building a list of resources that I would need to create as I went along that process, but also give my clients the benefit of a community and the added value of that space as well. So it's like a win-win all round. But equally, this really helped me to build my monthly reoccurring revenue, because any containers that I was creating, I did do a few like group coaching programs that were, you know, the short term like sales sprints. I did some accountability challenges. I did some joint ventures. I did a membership model for a while as a joint venture with Sarah, who's in this group, which was amazing. But really, I would say where I really started to make those strides forward in terms of building my own personal monthly recurring revenue was when I launched my business academy. So this was kind of like my one-stop shop, like signature home for all of the things that I was doing with my clients. Anytime I would create a resource, I would put it in there. Anytime, you know, I would learn a new strategy, I would put it in there. Anytime I saw like trends and things coming up, I would share it with the community. And now, I mean, that community has had lots of different iterations and evolutions, and now that is the Aligned, Empowered and Abundant Academy, because equally as I up-leveled my modalities, I would also add elements there. So then human design came in, EFT, breath work, like more conscious like meditation and journaling, and like more of the feminine energy principles I could pour into that community, because that was essentially my signature home. So what is that for you right now? Do you have that with your business, or are you, you know, kind of reinventing the wheel every time you get a new client? Is everything bespoke? Is everything based on the one-to-one transaction? Equally, if you have a product business, you know, is it just a one, like get your one thing and go, or is there an opportunity to build a subscription into your offers to really encourage that loyalty, increase your lifetime value with your clients, and give them that longer, you know, longer journey with you? So how this looked in my barbershop, I'd already intuitively knew this with my barbershop, was I actually built a subscription service. Sorry. Because I'd already realized that I needed to start promoting loyalty. You know, when I increased the price from £10 to £25, it's a very different customer profile. So therefore the expectations were a little bit higher in terms of the whole experience and journey. But it was like, once I've got hold of these people that get it, that, you know, want to have a whiskey and want to be in a really intimate, like a gentleman's like lounge type feel to the barbershop, like let's get them coming back, let's reward them for that loyalty, let's keep them in our world for longer. So that meant like loyalty schemes, obviously, but also subscription-based services where they could pay like a reoccurring payment that would mean that not only would they get the haircut and obviously ensure that they come in for it, but they would also get like other discounts and other access to other services and like just a slightly better service and value offer to promote, to reward them for that loyalty and, you know, keep coming back essentially. Oh, I've just realized my cup's got a chip. That's super annoying. That's so annoying. I love this mug. So what could that be for your business right now? And this for me is equally, obviously, so here's the thing. I had a really bad pregnancy. I was super sick and I had a lot of personal things that went on that meant that I just couldn't be forward facing on my socials every day, doing like the whole show and pony thing where it's like, love me, work with me, let me help you. Because I just genuinely didn't have the energy or the capacity. So I had already started to think about this concept of this, I think it was the Startup to Scale Up Business Building Academy, I think that's what it was. That was the first iteration. So therefore I sold it in a very organic way. I knew I needed women in my world for longer. I needed it. Let's be fucking honest. Like, I was pregnant with 4 kids on my own. Like, I needed that reoccurring revenue and that comfortable safety, like predictable income. I didn't want to be live launching whilst breastfeeding, you know, with a baby and all the things. And equally, I needed to keep my space, like, I was very like vulnerable at that point. I needed to keep my space nice and intimate. I'd already worked with some incredible women that it's almost like we'd only scratched the surface of what the potential was for their business. So that very first launch was very much by invitation only, where it was like, hey, I know we worked before, or you seem to be like a really great ambassador for my values, like you're always commenting on my stuff, you're always liking it, I love your business, I'd love to help you. And it was very much like just like beautiful organic by invitation launch, which gave me enough monthly recurring revenue that I could then use that as a platform to jump off of, so that I could then leverage the results that were being created in there, to then, you know, welcome in more women from my world when I did return from socials. It gave me all of the social proof that I needed. It gave me all of the confidence that I needed. It gave me a great environment to like test, tweak, get feedback, because I always love to collaborate and, you know, create in collaboration with my audience. And it was just a really beautiful like journey and container that would have been perfect for me, you know, to have that proximity to somebody that's so heart-led and such a beautiful intimate community that's been handpicked for their values and the potential of their business and all of the things. I would have loved that, because what I did instead was invested in high ticket group coaching programs where it was like hundreds of women in that you never get to meet each other, you never get to know each other, and that just the way that I did that just seemed to happen naturally. But I'm so grateful that it did, because that is how I've now run all of my containers going forwards. I really advocate for the long-term transformation, long-term relationship building, long-term journey when it comes to your business. Because here's the thing, you've probably got 5 different iterations and evolutions of your business in you, even just at this point. And who knows, by the time you get to version number 4, what might be coming next. I really believe that we are meant to evolve and expand, and our business is meant to evolve and expand with us. But if you don't have an environment where it's kind of a bit of all things that can transform you from the inside out as well as the business, then you don't have that freedom to move. You're just stuck in this tried and tested method. And for me, like I say, having that space and just identifying and seeing for myself, you know, how these women actually don't need live launches. They don't need high injections of cash. They need that stability. They need that longer term relationship with their clients. That's what really made, you know, just cemented it for me. And I was talking long ago about monthly reoccurring revenue when everybody else is talking about the high ticket months and the pay in full clients. I was like, no girl, but you don't want to be doing that. You want to be over here. And I love a payment plan. I've got clients that work with me that are almost apologetic, where they're like, I'm so sorry, I haven't got the pay in full right now. And I'm like, that is fine. Like that really helps to stabilize and regulate my nervous system around money. That helps me to turn up with a whole new attitude. That helps me to have conviction in what I'm selling, because I can afford to turn people away from my offers if they don't feel aligned. It means that I can show up with a whole new energy, make different decisions, have a whole new set of boundaries, and really build my business on my own terms. So if you don't have something in your offer suite right now that gives you that predictable reoccurring revenue, whether it's a membership, an academy, a subscription, a mastermind, any of those sort of things, or even just long-term containers for your one-to-one clients, then I really strongly encourage you to reevaluate that, because that was really a turning point for me. That just kind of really brought everything in a full circle moment, and just gave me a container for myself, not only for my clients, but to really thrive as that leader, as that mentor. Gave me a nice, beautiful, reoccurring revenue that I could then use as a platform to do other things, to take risks, to be more creative, to make investments into myself. So obviously then I started investing in my own masterminds and my own higher ticket mentors, because I had this reoccurring revenue. I could do that with confidence. So if you don't have that right now, I would really love to invite you to come and join me inside the Aligned, Empowered and Abundant Academy. This is like my love language. It's what I talk about all the time. It's always front of mind when I'm working with women who have families and lives and other things going on. You don't ever want to feel that pressure where you need to be on in your business 24/7, and if you stop, your business stops. You have to really find these smart ways of leveraging the people that are coming into your business, but also to stop them from leaving, like all of these things. Make sure you're not leaving money on the table. Make sure you're not working harder than you need to be. Make sure that you've got that monthly recurring revenue, and that you are focused on wealth building rather than cash creation. Like, it's got to be that shift, and not every coach will tell you that. That's the thing. Not every coach has that mindset. They're still chasing because it's ego and it's vanity metrics. Oh, I just had a 100k launch, and it's like amazing. But I've had peers that have had 50k launches and are absolutely devastated, because that essentially equates to their whole year of revenue. They put all of their eggs in that one basket, and now they're screwed, because they can't then go back to their audience and say, hey, I know I said it was getting now, or you're missing out. Actually, I'm opening the doors next month because I didn't hit my sales quota. Like, they can't do that. So then they're kind of screwed and operating from a whole place of scarcity and just not good vibes. And who wants to live that life? That's not for me. Otherwise, you might as well just go back to corporate. So if all of this is resonating with you right now, and you're like, yes, I need to figure out a way to do that in my business, then please come and join me inside the academy, because genuinely, this is what we are doing from the outset, is supporting the women to build sustainable businesses that are scalable and fully optimized financially. Even if you have a network marketing business, let me know, because I have something else for you that is included in the academy, but also might help you with that as well. Even if you're not necessarily selling your products, you're selling somebody else's, then I have the Little Red Book Society as well, which is essentially a network marketing membership for women in business, where you can get in front of your ideal client and build those long-term relationships so they become the gift that keeps on giving. So let me know if this has resonated with you today. Obviously, I'll be back in tomorrow again for day 4, which is how I then took that monthly recurring revenue and leveraged it even further. But I hope that you're enjoying the series. Let me know your feedback, your thoughts, and I will see you tomorrow or in the comments. Thank you for listening to this episode. It's been amazing to share this time with you, and I feel honoured to be part of your journey. If you've loved what you've heard, had an aha moment, or found value in this episode, then please do like, comment and share. I would love to connect with you on Instagram and Facebook, so come and find me, and I look forward to helping you build your epic life.